Hello YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of CGL's New Jersey Collectibles. So I got a really cool episode for you guys today. Definitely haven't done anything like this before, and it'll probably be a while before I do something like this again. So I did get to the flea market even though there was a ton of rain in the forecast. So there was a 70 to 80% chance of rain in our area up here in northern New Jersey. And I'll tell you guys, I saw very little rain to almost nothing. I mean, it was drizzling. There was a little bit of rain on the way to work, which was further up north, but right in our area where we're supposed to be like 80%, we didn't get rain. But as a result of the weather forecast, a lot of people did not show up to the flea market. I myself was very late because I was like, there probably isn't a flea market, so I'm not going to get up really crazy. I knew that my guy Dolf over at Junkyard Breaks was not bringing his comics to the flea market. He had told me that he thought it was going to rain out. So I was in no rush to get there. Despite showing up late, I did find a handful of vendors, and I did find a new comic book vendor, a guy that I've never seen before. I did not have my camera with me, unfortunately, because I took my camera and I went to go hit record, and it said no SD card because I left my SD card in my laptop from the previous video, so I couldn't record any of the footage. But you guys didn't miss much. I will show you the comic books that I did get when I flip over and turn the camera around. But it wasn't anything too exciting. The exciting part came after the flea market, and I got to give a huge thank you to Dolf over at Junkyard Breaks. The man made an hour-long drive up to our area, and we did a deal in the back of a Lowe's parking lot. So it was pretty funny. It was really awesome. It was really cool. It was like one of those things like you're not going to forget this for a while. I'm glad I was able to record that. I did get some video footage there. I hope it turned out okay because I wasn't really paying too much attention to the camera and everything like that. But I'm sure I'll get some good footage out of it, and I'm sure it'll make for a really cool video. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think of the comic books, obviously. I always want to hear your takes. I want to hear your opinions. And let me know what you think about the advice in this video. I think I'm going to shed kind of a light on as far as deal making and I guess establishing connections in the comic book trading and in all aspects of life, really. That's always the general advice is it applies here, but it can also apply to other areas throughout the world. So let me know what you think of the advice. Let me know what you think of the comics. Let me know what you think of the price. Let me know what you think of the whole experience doing deals in parking lots and stuff like that. Please like and comment and tell your friends, tell everybody what's going on over here. Big thumbs up. Thank you for all the guys that have been supporting me so far. Really appreciate you guys. And yeah, all right, let's get into the video. All right, so what do we got on the comics? 3,400.
3,000. 3,040. Divide by 2 and I'll take a few hundred off.
It's a deal.
Yeah?
What do we think? 1,200?
Yeah, I mean,
All right, cool.
it's more than fair, I think.
All right.
Selling, doing deals in the back of trunks.
I know.
that's what we do.
Like I said, I'd rather you guys have it.
Yeah, I mean,
It also make for a good video.
This will
We
make.
can't get a comic store to come
what
to
he
us.
said
We
is
get
it's
Dolph
better
to
if
come
we
to
get-
us. Exactly.
instead
Right,
of
Dolph?
somebody else getting it, I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
let's just get what we gotta get. All right.
Yeah, you grabbed all the silver stuff, right? We can't get a comic book store to come to us, but we can get Dolph to come to us.
Traveling comic book salesman.
You want to do PayPal?
That's the only way I'm gonna be able to
Yeah, that's fine.
do anything here.
When I left the house, it was like 70 degrees.
Yeah, my wife's like, don't get a jacket, it's warm out. You don't need a jacket. I'm like, okay.
No, when I picked him up from work and we were on 46 coming to 3, I was like, oh shit, Dog's gonna be pissed off. It started raining. You're the first person I thought of. I'm on 78. I was like, it's raining. I'm like, damn it, Joe. No, because I looked at the Weather Channel because we've been trying to figure this out like the whole week, where we're gonna meet and everything.
Chris too.
And I was like, Dolph, I was looking at the Weather Channel because I was hoping, you know, it said no rain, and I said it's gonna rain at 7. So if we get there between 4 and 7, we're fine.
That's why I was looking for like something with a parking garage when it was like, you know, find the second.
Because my
floor.
shop is right down the road.
Yeah.
Modern is right down the road.
How
We could have went
convenient
right in the
for you.
parking lot and,
Yeah.
you know, set tables up, all kinds of shit. Had a party.
This was good.
Now I feel like I owe Lowe's percentage.
Now, are you heading out?
Yeah, we
Probably.
You got dinner plans or anything?
No, I'm just going with him to Dave and Buster's.
Oh, Dave, you said Dave and Buster. I was gonna say we were gonna go grab food if we all wanted to
my
get
wife
together,
is
but
cooking,
yeah.
So,
All right.
And this kid's
and I don't,
fancy.
and I don't, and I don't
I'm
want to.
hungry. Thanks,
I don't want to
man.
dish off
Thank you.
a Puerto
This
Rican
was fun.
big.
Thank you very much. That was awesome.
Thank you,
Awesome purchase.
brother. And I'll see you, brother. I'll call you. All right, man.
Nice meeting you.
There's a lot
Nice
of good
meeting you.
stuff there. You'll have fun with it.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. I mean, it's the best stuff we bought in a long time.
All right, guys. So the 4 books I want to show first are just from the flea market. The guy had them marked at a certain sticker price, but when I handed him the stack of 4, he gave me a better price. So it was these 4 books for $30. Like I said, you know, nothing super cool, just some nice comics, good stuff to have. No spoiler, but if you watched Venom 2, Let There Be Carnage, there was a little teaser there at the end to indicate that these guys might meet up in the future. And guess what I got, guys? Another copy. I'm all in on Spawn #1. Let's go. The way I see it, I paid 20 bucks for this. I paid $3 a piece, I guess, for the other 3, and we're all in on Spawn #1, guys. So I know I got a lot of hate in the last one, and rightfully so, that I overpaid on Spawn 1, and I definitely did. To be fair, I did sell a copy. I'm not exaggerating. I sold a copy of Spawn #1 for $69.99 with free shipping. I put it up on eBay, and within a half hour, within like 20-something minutes, it sold instantly. That was 2 months ago, or just over a month ago. So when I bought that comic book, the Silver Surfer and the Spawn 1 for 75 bucks, I was thinking I can get at least 50 bucks for it. And you know what? The price has come down on them. It's calmed down a little bit. I don't know why it went so high and then came back down so low. I guess it was just the hype news of a movie that was coming out. But I'm not lying. I did sell one for 70 bucks and it sold instantly. And I was like, darn, like I could have put it up for more and it probably still would have sold. I probably could have put it up for 80 and it would have sold. So The price did come down on them. I was not aware of the fluctuating market of Spawn #1, but I'm still buying them, guys, because it still is a good book to have. So I'd rather have them than not have them. All right, let's get into it. Any of you guys that watched the video, you must have seen that we bought this whole stack of comic books here. This whole tower. I think it came out, oh, we just did the numbers yesterday. I think it was 146 or 136, something like that. 130, we'll just call it 136 comics for $1,200, guys. You really don't have to pay attention to the sticker price because it really doesn't matter. So the original price on these was the sticker price. I mean, I guess you could pay attention to the sticker price because the sticker price on these was $3,041. And we just settled on a Dolf hit us with the $1,200 number. And you know what, guys? Instinctually, honestly, I wanted to ask him for cheaper, just because that's it. Not to be like a jerk or anything like that, but just because it's in my nature. Because going from 3,000 all the way down to 1,200 is just a good. That's just fair to begin with right off the bat. It's just me. It's not him. It's me, guys. I just, I wanted to just say a lower number, but I was like, you know what? Let's just try to fight the urge to say it. He's been good to us pretty much for the last 3 or 4 months. We gotten a lot of cool stuff from him. He's given us a lot of great deals. Let's not argue over another $100 here or there. So I'm really happy with the books. We basically just went up to him and said, hey, we're just taking all your best stuff at this point, and give us a fair number. He did that. And he took the trading cards off my hands, which I'm more than happy to let go because I was kind of getting sick and tired of seeing them. So here we go. I mean, as you can see, a lot of nice stuff. There's not really a rhyme or reason to what we bought. We just bought pretty much anything that looked good. And you guys let me know if this was an overpay. Do we pay too much? $1,200 is it's a big number. It's the biggest number that's been featured on this channel for sure. Some of this stuff, most of it is like just mid-grade condition. There is some stuff that's really nice. There's some stuff that's a little rough, but most of them are just kind of mid-grade comics. And as you can see here, I mean, so far just been a lot of action comics. Let me just try to straighten out this camera. Some Bronze Age, Fantastic Four, number 128. Fantastic Four 118. Here's some Silver Age guys. 71. Defenders, number 97. Fantastic Four 92. So yeah, I'm not too sure how much of the conversation I actually caught. I got to go back and I'm going to re-edit these videos just to try to make it as nice as possible. But just in case I didn't get it, and in case we miss it, I'll just tell you kind of the mindset and the process of what's going on, why we spent such a high number on these comic books, and why we met up in a Lowe's parking lot to do this whole thing. It all kind of comes back to the last couple weeks of seeing some really good stuff at Dolph's stand at good prices. Prices where, let me change the stack. Iron Man number 130. I'm going to swap this out. Prices where it was like, are we getting a steal? No, absolutely not. But are we paying? Can we sell it for more than what we're paying for? Yes, that's the belief, at least, that. And it's been true on many of the items that I've purchased from him. Is, well, not many, but some of them, the ones that I've sold, I've been able to sell for more than I paid for it. So I'm happy to do that. I'm really happy to come away with Silver and Bronze Age stuff because, we talked about it in the video that there was once upon a time, there was a time when you can log on to Craigslist or go on eBay and come away with huge collections of books for a couple bucks a piece, you know, whether it was $1 or less, or maybe $2-3 a book, and you can come away with some Silver Age stuff. And that's just, it's not the case anymore, guys. Those days are over. That was before my time, really, in comic book collecting. Which, by the way, I guess I'll just address this right now. I've received a couple of some hate comments, which I don't mind. I mean, I don't mind. I appreciate people commenting on my video, because at the very least it just attracts attention. But I found this one particularly funny, because some guy commented on either the last video or a couple videos ago. He was like, "Look at this guy," and he didn't say guy. He said, he came up with a more descriptive word, but he's like, he has no idea what he's doing. He has no idea what he's looking at. And I just found it funny, because it's, you know, well, you're right. I mean, honestly, I've only been collecting comic books for the last 4 or 5 months. So I in no way, shape, or form claim to be an expert. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have no idea what I'm looking at. I know what I know, and it's not a whole lot. I like Silver Age Marvel stuff. I know the big keys. I don't know anything really from the Copper Age or the modern era of comics. That's not really anything. I don't know too much other than the limited knowledge that I have. So I just found it funny how he was like, look at this guy, has no idea what he's doing. And yeah, I'm not arguing with you on that. I have no idea what I'm doing, but I'm out here doing it. So I appreciate the comments. But so getting back into this, you know, the days of buying collections in mass and finding really good stuff, I'm not saying it's not out there. We can definitely touch on this in a video that will be coming up. It's not that it's not out there. It's just, it's so difficult to find. I mean, maybe instead of buying, you know, a dozen collections a year or you know, something like that, you're maybe down to like 3 or 4, or if that. You know, it's just, it's not easy to find. I did really like the Justice League of America books that we got. A lot of Silver Age stuff. Looks like I got some Star Trek coming up, but we have more of these Justice League of Americas. Really cool. So, I mean, the only way you're going to get books like these, I mean, I think the math for what we did is the, whatever it was, 136, 137 books for $1,200. It came out to $8.70 a piece. That's more than what my dad and I wanted to pay for them. At least just as a rule of thumb, we would like to pay for Silver Age stuff like this. We would like to pay about $5 to $6 a book. But because it was Dolf, because he's been so good to us, because he made an hour-long drive to come down to see us, you know, we weren't gonna haggle too much on the price there. But just so we do believe that there is money to be made here. Otherwise, we would not have made the deal. It's gonna take a lot of work for sure. A lot of these books I'm going to be listing one at a time individually. I'm going to list them at buy it now prices, and I'm going to list the prices kind of high and let people kind of maybe talk me down if they don't sell. So be sure to check out my eBay page for that, because hey, holiday season's coming up. We just spent $1,200 on some books that we want to turn over. So yeah, there's going to be some new listings on eBay for sure. Let me swap out this stack. But it was basically like, hey, you know, and it kind of goes off the conversation I was having last week, which was, there's Silver Age comic books. We're not going to find these, you know, on a regular basis. They're here, they're now, they're at a fair price. How come instead of buying a handful of them, why don't we just buy all of them? Let's just get it over with now. Let's go through every single book. So Dolph showed up with every single long box that he usually brings to the flea market. We took out everything, some stuff that's been in there for months. I mean, I literally found some books that I've been looking at for months. I've been waiting for the opportunity to buy, and some stuff I just put off, like, nah, I don't really want it. I really like these Tomb of Draculas. We've got 2 of them. So, and then some stuff that he literally brought in 2 weeks ago. So we got a whole mishmash of stuff. Obviously really good stuff, obviously stuff that you will not see at a regular basis. Some of you guys have commented that you don't ever see any comic books at your flea markets, and then some of you commented that the books that you do see are usually not of quality, they're overpriced, or they're just not what you're looking for. So, you know, I mean, imagine the situation that I'm in, where I got all these books that I am looking for. The price isn't exactly where I want it to be, but it's there. The price is there. The opportunity is there to make a couple bucks. Here they are. They're right here, right now. You know, why buy 10% of them and leave the other 90% there when you can just buy all of them, and get a nice bulk price. And also just the element of having that connection. Also, I mean, guys. I won't speak to anybody else's experience, but I'll speak to my experience. All right. If I'm selling something, right, and let's say I'm selling consistently, and I've done this before, whether it be on eBay or whether it be in person, or Instagram was actually a better one, because I sold on Instagram for a very long time. I don't really do it anymore because there's not enough, I don't think there's enough transparency in that, and there's not enough regulation behind it as far as, you know, keeping everybody safe from scam. But this is a really nice one. World's Finest 10 cent, number 118. I really like the cover. But let's just go at that real quick. If I'm selling something to the same person consistently, and I'm always giving them good prices, right? I'm always saying this is fair. I'll take a cut off just for you, or, you know, anything you want, I'll hook you up. We'll make sure we get a deal done. If I'm doing that for some person consistently, and let's say I'm selling something that's really good, like this, like a bulk collection comic of a bulk collection of really good Silver and Bronze Age comic books, and I hit that person with a number, and they come at me with some like I hit them with a really good number, like a fair, honest, good number, and they try to cut it down to a couple more bucks. Yeah, I might take the offer. All right, so like, we'll just say for this, like, let's say I offer him $1,000 for the collection. He might take the offer, but there might be like that sour taste, you know, the next time a deal comes up, guys. That's the thing that you got to think about. You got to think about the opportunity cost of just getting a little bit of a discount back in your pocket. You know, every time I gave Dolf an offer throughout the year, I tried to think of it as, I don't want to lowball it. I want to be fair, but I want to be honest about it too. I don't want to overpay. I want to come at it from the perspective that I'm going to resell these comics for a profit, but I'm not going to lowball. And so I think that doing that, I think that giving him fair offers, I think that establishing a weekly connection, and a trust connection also, that there wasn't any complaints, there was no bad mouthing, there was no anything like that. It allows deals like this to happen. And for those of you guys that have asked about videos as to how to buy comic books in real life, or just to how to buy comic books anywhere, whether it's on social media, whether it's on eBay, whether it's at conventions, this is a topic that we will discuss. I'm sure my dad will have a lot to say about it, but establishing a connection. And what does that mean? That does not mean taking advantage of some people when the opportunities come, or it doesn't mean overpaying every time some guy shows up. Like, let's say he showed up and he was charging sticker price for all these, and I just paid it and was losing money on comics. That's not establishing a connection, guys. Establishing a connection is a seller, an educated seller who has a lot of good stuff. He knows what he has, and you, an educated buyer who has an agenda. You want to make your profit. You can't be overpaying for comic books, but you guys can come together consistently on good prices that work for everybody. They work for you, they work for him, and there's a trust level, there's a connection there, and that's how you make connections, and that's how you get calls like this. That's how these deals go down. So that's kind of really some of the best advice I can give. And I'll swap out this. That's really the best advice I can give as far as how to make connections and how to establish a connection with a reputable seller. be fair, be honest. Don't try to lowball. Don't try to undercut just to save a couple bucks. Because for me personally, like if somebody did that to me, which like I said, they've done it in the past, it just leaves like that little taste in your mouth. Like, hey, fine, I'll give you your deal this time, but don't be coming at me like looking for more deals next time. You know, something kind of like that. So that was definitely running through my mind as I was going through these comics, because I knew, I mean, I knew we were going through them. I was like, this is going to be a big number. I didn't think it was going to be as big a number. The number kind of snuck up on me as far as how much it was. He showed me on his calculator and I was like, whoa. And then I told Dad, I was like, hey, yeah, this is all you. Oh. as Dolf was actually adding them up. I don't know if I caught this on the camera, but as he was adding it up and as he was going through the calculator, I was just like, hey, Dad, you know, you're the comic book guy here. You know, I've only been doing this for a short time. How about I be the cameraman here? I'll record, and this is all you. So I kind of passed off that responsibility because it was a big number, guys, and it was. And just so you guys know, my dad and I, we went half on it. So I'm gonna end up giving him $600, and he put in his obviously he paid for it, so he's put in 600. And I'll give him 600, and we'll kind of go half on that. But yeah, it's all about having that trust level. It's all about being able to have a guy that'll call you if something's gonna go down, and then it's all about just maintaining the friendship, maintaining the connection, so that this way, the next time an opportunity arises, you know, your name is on the list. You know, guys, that's what it's all about. And this comic here, my dad said he never had it. Marvel Feature presents The Thing and the Incredible Hulk, number 11. It was a really cool Thing Hulk story that actually tied into the leader. He was kind of the mastermind behind the whole thing. And my dad said he never read that book, and he was really happy to get it. But the good stuff just keeps coming, guys. Bronze and Silver Age Marvel comics here. We got some later Avengers stuff. Avengers 172. But, you know, what do you guys think as far as, I guess the question for this video is, what do you think of as far as when it comes to trying to negotiate? I mean, is it always just try to lowball and see if the guy will budge? I think that's the case a lot of the times. I'm not saying that that's not the case. When I see a seller that I'm buying from for the first time, like let's say I got a guy that doesn't know comic books, or a guy that I've never seen before, and he's selling comic books, you know, I'm gonna try to get my deal, guys. Like I'm not looking to spend up on everything that I buy. I mean, stuff like this is kind of reserved for sellers that I've dealt with for a long time now. So I'm not saying that don't go low offers. I mean, my rule of thumb with most of the time, and you guys see it in my flea market videos, I don't do this 100% of the time, but maybe like 90, 85% of the time, I never pay what somebody is asking for. Like I really, at least at the very least, I offer to pay less before I accept. You know, that's kind of a rule that I think more people should listen to. And that goes for comic books, that goes for buying houses, that goes for buying cars, it goes for anything, guys. I don't ever pay what the first offer is, you know. Always try to get a slight advantage, you know. Get some money back in your pocket. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm just saying that that's not the case for every single thing that you guys do. I mean, obviously you got to be able to give a little and get a little. So it's kind of the lesson of this video. Here are some really cool X-Men comic books. And as you guys can see, we're going to have a fun time listing all these. It's part of the business, guys. You got it. We got the good price, but you know what? We're going to have to put in the work to turn these comic books over. Marvel Team Up, Spider-Man Iron Fist, Spider-Man Hercules, Hercules should be a superhero, guys, and this is just my own opinion. I'm not, like I said, there's no inside information on this, but Hercules should be a superhero that makes a Marvel MCU appearance. He's such a big character, and they could do something with him and Thor. I don't know how it would go down exactly, but he should make an appearance. I would just like to see that. So like I said the leader in a past video. I think he's too important. He's too significant not to get due diligence in the MCU universe. Mephisto, he's a big enough character that he should be getting it. And yeah, Hercules too. I would like to see him in something Marvel related. Vision and the Scarlet Witch #1. Yeah, I didn't know what that was, but I was like, hey, throw it in the pile. Power Man and Iron Fist, that's a nice duo. Captain Marvel #19. Submariner 49. MODOK cover. Pretty beat copy of Plastic Man #7. But I like it because it's got a gorilla on the cover. I'll be honest, that's really what just drew me to that. Jughead #138. That one was a pricey one. I don't know too much about those comics, but that was my dad's buy right there. Hands of Shang-Chi, Master of Kung Fu #33. Luke Cage 16. Captain Marvel #5. Super cool 12-cent copy. Machine Man #1. Pretty sure this is Jack Kirby artwork. Certainly looks like it. And last but certainly not least, the Mighty Thor starring in Marvel Spectacular #1. Another Hercules on the cover. There it is, guys. Let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the comics. Let me know what you think of the advice that was given throughout this video. Let me know what are some of your buying strategies as far as negotiating price. Do you guys negotiate often? Do you usually pay what people are asking for? Do you usually lowball people and as a result you get better prices, or as a result people don't accept your offers? What's kind of the strategy? I don't think there's really a right or a wrong way to do it, but I think that there is a strategy to it. And I think that if you can establish a good strategy, it could just help out your buying experience overall. And yeah, and don't forget the Spawn 1 that I am all in on, guys. Don't forget about that book and those other 3 that I got from the flea market. But a thumbs up for me, because this was a super cool video. It was super cool just to do a comic book transaction in the parking lot. It was like a comic deal going down in the Lowe's parking lot. So it was super awesome. Met another one of Dolph's friends, Joe, who's a sports card guy. I wish he was a comic book guy so I can make another comic connection. But honestly, I want to stay away from those sports cards, man. I did not have fun going through and trying to sell everything that I did get. Basically, with the sports cards, I took out any of the vintage football cards that I liked because I'm a big football guy. And yeah, so at the very least, I got those. I got about maybe 30 or 40 cards added to my collection, so that cost me a pretty penny. But I was able to recuperate from the mistake. I was able to turn the mistake into some nice comic books. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe if you're not already. Please go check out Dolph's page over at Junkyard Breaks. I'll link it down in the description below. And thank you guys for all the support. Appreciate it. And I'll see you guys with a new video next time. Bye-bye.